tire guy's here, so let's go see here. Hey, dude. Inside. Is this a good place for you?
Yeah.
You want the brakes left on or take them off?
You can leave them off.
Okay. Busy night? Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like it's all right. You guys just changed the whole rim and tire though, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I've had this done before. It makes it easier. Just change the damn thing out, take it back to the shop and fix it. Well, I'll let you do your thing. If you need my help or anything, come and get me. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, good night, Gary, Indiana. John's trying to find a parking spot down at Gary. Need me to come down there and help you park that thing or what there, Johnny boy? Well, looks like you found a spot. Yeah, one of the best things to do in that case is to just let these guys do it. I mean, the tire guys and stuff like that. They know what they're doing. They don't need somebody to sit over the top of them. And you know, if you're a truck driver, you don't want, you don't like it when the company's on you about things and everything else. So just let him do his thing. It's not too bad. Took about an hour and a half. Hour and 34 minutes since I called. They said 90 minutes, so it's pretty good time. It's pretty close. So we should be out here pretty quick. These guys, JB Hunt has a Goodyear account, and these guys up here, I know especially up here in Green Bay, I've had them come out and do a couple tires once in a while, and they actually bring the tires already mounted on the rims. That is my radar system beeping at me. They bring the tires already mounted on the rims, already ready to go. So they'll just pop this off, throw this one on, tighten up the lug nuts, and away I go. And then they take the tire back to the shop and they just repair it back at the shop. The tire, it's in good shape. Even he said, oh, no damage there. You know, I caught it doing the pre-trip on the trailer, so didn't go down the road and flopping around and tearing things up and everything else. So we'll be out here in a few minutes. I'm actually, I'm not even gonna go to Chicago. I'm actually just gonna go home, to tell you the truth. Tomorrow is my last night of the week. It is 4:30 in the morning here, and if I take off, say I get out of here 4:45, almost 5 o'clock, I take off and run out of here, it's 3.5 hours down to Chicago. That's gonna put me down there like 8:30 in the morning. I'm gonna be rolling in there. We don't do that. Larry don't like traffic. That's why I run at nighttime. So tomorrow's my last night working anyways this week, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this load and just go home with it. And I am going to shut down, and then I'll get up and leave probably earlier and run down there. I think it's got to be there by 8 p.m. or something like that, and run it down tomorrow night. It's just a better option. And then I'll get a load tomorrow night, and it'll come back up into Wisconsin. I'll drop that, and I'll just go home. So, and I got things I got to do around the farm. Got to get things ready for the snowmobile trip, everything like that. So, time to go home. So we'll catch you guys probably at the house. Well, here we are on end of the night. I am down by Franklin, Wisconsin. It's just below Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I was actually, you saw earlier that I had a flat tire. I got hung up. It was about 2 hours and 15 minutes that it took for that, from calling in to the company to somebody showing up and changing the tire. It only actually took them like 15 minutes to change the tire. Excuse me. But he got it changed, and I took off, and my logbook actually caught up to me. What that means is that, you know, we have a 14-hour rule that, and we can drive for 11 hours, but then we have basically 3 hours for on duty. We have to take a half-an-hour break in there and everything. And a lot of times when you get situations like that and you're off duty and everything, your on duty will actually catch up to your driving, and then it just eats away at your driving time. So I am down here, and I actually only have about 2 hours and 15 minutes left to drive. And if I was to continue on into Chicago, which I could go down the state line from here is about maybe 20 minutes, I'd say. That would put me going into Chicago, into Illinois, with about an hour and 45 minutes left to drive. Yes, I could make it down to the rails in that amount of time, but it is also 6:40. So by the time I'd hit State Line B7, that would be putting me getting down into traffic areas about 8 o'clock in the morning. And let me tell you a secret. Larry drives at night. There's a reason for it. Larry don't like traffic. Traffic bad. 8 a.m. going into Chicago? No, we don't do that. So I am going to shut down right here, and going to do my my break here. I actually will probably not even take off here. My hours would actually be up, you know, at 4:30, but I don't really see taking off at 4:30 and then going into Chicago at 5 p.m. That just don't make any sense to me either. So I probably won't be taking off till about 6, and then I'll run this load in there and finish it. I'm kind of thinking about running a little extra, not going home tonight. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. I'll figure it out by the time I wake up. I'll dream about it. How's that? So here we are, and what else is going on? I can't really think. We're sitting down here in a Pilot, and there was actually, I was going to go a little bit further south than this, but I came up to the scale on the south side of Milwaukee, and all I could see was brake lights ahead of me. It was just brake light heaven. So from my days of being independent, I know how to get around the scale. And so I quick just jumped off, and I ran down some little roads and came out on the bottom side over here at the Pilot. And the highway is actually still at a standstill, so there must be an accident just south of here. I have no interest in going out there and sitting in bumper-to-bumper traffic to go another 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So I'm just going to shut her down here. So this is my end of the day. What else is going on exciting? Well, I can't think of anything. So to answer the question, on my video, Full Night of Intermodal Trucker, there was a comment by a certain gentleman. His name is Mike Nichols. And his comment was, now with containers, if you have an issue with a trailer like electrical, airlines, brakes, do they want you to wait for repairs, or do they have you get empty container to put the load onto? And he says, I know that's a stupid question, but I'll ask anyway. Haha. Stay safe out there. No question is stupid. Every question has a purpose. I mean, hey, people don't ask questions. How are you supposed to learn things? How are you supposed to figure things out? You know, always ask a question. Well, Mike, I think you jinxed me. I have not had a flat tire in probably 2 to 3 months. I've had a couple chassis that I've picked up at a rail yard or something, a load to pick up at a rail yard, and it has a blown tire. That's pretty easy. I can get them swapped and stuff, and, you know, half an hour, 45 minutes, I'm rolling. But I haven't picked up a load that has a flat tire in a long time. So you could see, if I would have went in and had the load changed around, I think the guy would not have been too happy with me, for one. Plus, it would have took him hour and a half to 2.5 hours, who knows, to switch the loads around. So, to save everybody a headache, I just sit. Now what happens is, I sat from 2 a.m., I arrived there at 2 a.m., and I got finished at 4:20 a.m. I will get paid that whole time. During my breakdown, I get paid from the time I broke down till the time it was completely fixed. And I also get paid in 15-minute increments. So that way, if it's, you know, like it's 2 hours and 20 minutes, well, you think, well, they're going to round it to 2 hours. No, they'll round it to 2 hours and 15 minutes. So that's kind of nice. So I will get paid. I'm not going to get paid my regular full wage. It's $15 an hour. My average pay for driving with JB Hunt is, I believe, around $37 an hour right now. It kind of goes up and down a little bit. It used to be 38, I think 38.70 something it was. And then at one point it had dropped because I wasn't working as much because I had some issues going on personally, and I was having to deal with that. That I ended up, my average dropped down a little bit. It was down to like 35. Now it's back up again a little bit. So I know I'm not getting paid my full average, but I'm still getting paid, you know. I'm just sitting there doing nothing. So I am getting paid something, but I'm also losing money too. So we deal with it, you know. That's life as a truck driver once in a while. You just, you know, you have breakdowns. With wiring and electrical and stuff like that, airlines and all that stuff, I do all that repairs myself. I don't call anybody. I know that some truckers do that. They won't get out and mess with stuff. JB Hunt actually gives us these, and they call it a light bag. Inside these bags, it's actually pretty cool. Inside these bags is wiring harnesses for lights, just all the different bulbs that go into the lights, these rubber grommets that go into the holes to hold the bulbs. There's like airline grommets. There's fuses in here. There's all kinds of stuff. This one's actually about half full. I've used quite a bit out of it. And I bet you if you priced all this stuff out, I bet you there's probably, I would say $250, $300 worth of light stuff. And they put them into the trucks. And the thing I'm kind of astonished by is when your bag is starting to get empty, like mine is starting to get empty now, all you do is stop in down at the JB Hunt terminal in Chicago, and you walk into maintenance and you say, hey, my light bag is getting a little empty. And you're supposed to turn in your light bag, and I usually take mine in, and the guy just kind of glances at it, yep, okay. And then he walks in the back room, grabs a brand new light bag, and throws it at you, and away you go. I think you're supposed to turn them in, and then they take all the stuff out of them, and they put together a new one. But the night guys that I deal with, they're pretty cool, and they just, here you go. And to tell you the truth, I think they see me in there a little bit, and they know, you know, that I do some lights and stuff. And if they wanted to ever double check it, at the end of every day, I have to do an inspection write-up on all the chassis that I've used on my truck and everything, and all the different chassis. Every time I have to replace a light or something like that, I put it in there, replace this light on this chassis, whatever, list it all out. And so if they ever want to go in and look, they can actually see that I do use all this stuff. The biggest problem I would say with intermodal trucking is down at the rails. A lot of independent guides, I would say, maybe smaller companies, they're not given these bags full of these lights like this. They have to buy these things. And so what happens is they go down there and their lights are not working. Well, they just go to the trailer next to them and they pop the lights off and put them on their trailer. And I have gone down there to pick up a trailer, and a trailer's been missing 5-6 lights. So JB Hunt has tried to combat this, that they put these metal rings over the top of the grommet that holds the bulbs. They put these metal rings in there, and then they put rivets in, and that way you can't get them out. The only problem with that is when the thing burns out, you can't get them out. So I actually have a screwdriver that I carry with me, and then I have that hammer, and the screwdriver, sometimes I had to put it onto a rivet and you just whack it and it snaps the rivet, and then you bend that little sleeve out of the way and you can change the light bulb or whatever. So that's one of the big problems with independent is the lights. When you go down there, a lot of times your lights are stolen, and it's happened. So that's the end of my day, and I am going to shut her down. I'm actually downloading the next video right now, and it is going to be a good video for you guys. It's that tour of the Corbworth ramp. It was a good video. I enjoyed taking you guys on that, and I hope that you guys enjoy the video. And if you do, you know what you got to do. Subscribe, give it a thumbs up, leave me some comments. I'm trying to answer all your comments back. And also, one thing that I'm forgetting, I can't remember who made the comment to me, but they mentioned to me that I should mention to you guys, make sure to hit that bell. When you click on the subscribe button over on the right side, there's a little bell that pops up. Click on that bell, and then you will get a notification every time that a new video comes out. So until next time, guys, keep her safe, be happy, see you later.